We should be live. Let's see here. Yes, hello. Hello, Dylan. How's it going?
Hello.
We're live.
Doing great. That's great.
I'm going to quickly go and link this everywhere before we get into it. But, you know, while we're here, Dylan, and while we're live, how's your day going, buddy?
Going pretty good, I would say.
Going pretty good?
Yeah.
Did you do anything before work today, or were you just snoozing?
No, but I was just sleeping.
Gotcha. Dylan is a professional. Let's see here.
Professional night owl is what I am.
Yes. Actually, let's see here. Everyone join this stream. Everyone stream going down right now. Oh, I'm gonna post. Ooh. Yes, I'm promoting where I'm not supposed to be promoting. Let's go here. Let's go. All right. Yep. Today we are going to be reviewing chapter 1028. This one had a title that, like, I didn't even read the first time I was going through it, Dylan. But if I had read it, I probably would have been like, the fuck is going on here? Sorry for cursing so early into the stream, YouTube. Please don't get angry at me. But, yeah, no, this chapter, titled Brachiosaur-Hiss. Because as we've learned in One Piece, and especially in the Wano arc, the dinosaur fruits are the dumbest thing in the world. They just do whatever. They just do whatever they please.
They do whatever. Yeah.
There's no rules. Anything goes. Real quick, Dylan.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna grab my phone. Why don't you go over the cover spread real quick and tell everybody about all the parody game characters while I go get my phone.
Yeah. So, first we have like the Shonen Jump cover, right? It's like talking about some sort of event. It seems. And it's Luffy holding like a flag with like a kind of a more realistic looking Jolly Roger of the Straw Hat Pirates. And then for the like color spread for the chapter, it's really cool. It's Nami and Usopp, and they're playing video games. And the video games, the characters that are being played are Zoro, Luffy, Frankie, Sanji, Jinbei, Chopper, Robin, and Brook, and they're all kind of like parodies of different video game characters, like Zoro's Link, Luffy's like some guy from a Street Fighter, I think. Frankie's Donkey Kong, Jinbei's like Mario, and I don't really know who the rest are, but they still all look really nice.
No, it's a really beautiful cover spread. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, I don't know what Oda does, if he does it like every couple chapters or something, but we've been getting a lot of these. I just remember we just get a ton of these, especially around Wano, and because Oda is so good at illustrating his characters, they're always bomb. They're always great.
Also, whatever this like these like goggles Usopp have on are like kind of cool.
I'll actually go and show the stream real quick. Yeah, Usopp's kind of got like this VR headset. And it's like a mix between like hello Ed Hogg, good to see you in the stream. Yeah, it's a good mix between like retro gaming and then also like, you know, we're definitely heading into VR. And then I think I'm allowed to show like the cover spread at least on stream, but like Nami's wearing like the gamer girl Neko cat ears, which is just so appropriate. Dude, I would simp for Nami. I'd definitely like do the plus sub or something. Like, you know, some people simp over Pokimane. Like, I don't watch Twitch, you know, I don't, but if Nami was on there, I'd be simping. That's all I'm gonna say. And we also, Dylan already went through all of them, but it's just really good. They're all video game characters, and Zoro, my favorite character, is playing Link, which is like a game
sick.
that's like, it's kind of like a coincidence because I'm Gannon. And that's the main villain of Legend of Zelda. And so Zoro theoretically should be on his way to slay me.
Yep. Better watch out.
Yeah, plus for Morgan, Robin. So, I'm sure Ed Hogg actually knows what video game the Morgan is from. I think that's like a fighting game, if I had to take a guess. But Besides that, I'm
not quite sure.
The most obvious answer would be that the Morgan is like a Smite character, but obviously, you know, it's just a Smite character because it's a popular thing in mythology. What is Sanji supposed to be, like a Doom character? Like,
I don't know.
He's just
like
kind of like gunning. He's got a squirt gun or something.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's not explicit enough for me to actually like know. But yeah, really good cover spread. Getting right into the chapter, visitors reception, castle interior.
Oh boy.
You think I'm lying? I didn't say that. Oh wait, no, it's Orochi. I think is telling them this. So I'm going.
No,
to read
this is the main CP0 dude that's there. Well,
it's funny when. Okay, yeah. Is it really?
Yeah,
So,
I'm positive
dude
it
who
is.
says a dragon other than Kaido appeared. Okay, yeah. Orochi's nowhere to be seen. You're probably right.
He's lurking somewhere.
A dragon other than Kaido appeared right in front of us. It definitely matches the devil fruit Vegapunk made. And it is fighting with Straw Hat Luffy against Kaido. Dun 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 dun. Squid Kid Sanji. Dude, CP0. Oh my, I actually need to put the meme that Ed Hogg posted in my Discord real quick. Is it in memes? Or is it in One Piece? Yeah, here it is. Damn it. OBS. Alright, I'm gonna put it, like, in front of Dylan right now. But it's this dude, like, confidently walking into a fast food restaurant, and it says, on my way to fuck up CP0. Because in this chapter, CP0 thinks it's a good idea to go after Best Girl. It's foolish. I don't know what they're...
It's foolish.
Like, bro, you could see, just from these panels, like, the fact that they are speaking to Lucci and, like, the main CP0 head honchos, like, Stussy is there, Kaku, they're just chilling. And Dylan told me that they're probably not at Wano because of the Reverie. It's convenient. Maybe still the aftermath of the Reverie is the reason why CP0 is, like, not there. But at the same time, bro, it's just weird that the world government doesn't have anybody actually prominent here, and they have the CP0 agents that are garbage.
Yeah, the ones we know nothing about.
We know nothing about them. The only thing that we do know about them is that we did see them get their ass kicked in, like, a non-canon Heart of Gold special. They got defeated by the villain from Heart of Gold special in, like, the first opening scenes, and it was really weird choice for them to do that, because CP0 was introduced in Dressrosa, like, probably a couple months before that. We know nothing about them. We're like, oh, CP0! But these dudes, these guys in the masks that are at Wano, I doubt these guys were ever actually supposed to be anything important.
I will say, I have seen a theory that says that, like, one or, like, two or three of these CP0 agents are, like, one of the orphans that Mother Caramel had alongside Big Mom.
Okay.
Because they have, like the big dude in the back, like, there's a person that has the same, like, type of, like, face mask on in the Big Mom flashback as he does now, and he's, like, I forget what it is, but it's the Long Arm tribe he's a part of, same as in the flashback before, so there's theories I've seen saying that they're those same people, but they're still not really relevant yet at all.
Respectively, these are the Cipher Pull side characters. Like, these are
that's exactly what
these are the Cipher Pull agents that probably aren't going to be whipping out anything cooler than 6 Powers Mastery. I just don't think they have, like, Devil Fruits or anything. Something that's insane, though, is that in this chapter, we have just high implications that they're going to be fighting Brook. Which, honestly, is a better matchup, in my opinion, than Apu. I would rather see Brook, like, 1v3 secret agents.
That would be sick.
Than fight Apu. Either one would be fine. And then also, Ed Hogg makes a comment about how, if that is true, would Big Mom and him have a reunion? I just don't think that would be the case, because this dude is, like, probably not going anywhere near Big Mom. Even if this Cipher Pull agent was one of the orphans that was, like, around Big Mom, didn't they all get eaten? Like, how did he escape? Didn't they all get eaten and die by Big Mom? Like, she ate all the orphan children and Mother Caramel.
It wasn't ever explicitly shown, but it's heavily implied, yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, it's confirmed, Dylan. Like, You literally, in the anime...
It's pretty much confirmed, yes,
no,
because Mother Caramel has the Soul Soul Fruit, and now Big Mom has the Soul Soul Fruit immediately after.
Yeah, but also in the anime, but no, like, they do it in the manga, but even more so in the anime, there is this scene where Big Mom is singing, and she opens her mouth, and there's a cemetery, there's a graveyard inside. So she definitely ate those kids. Mm-hmm. Another Brook fight is something I'm looking forward to. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Robin said it herself in this chapter. Bonkichi, you're so dependable. Because he is. Brook is MVP of the Straw Hat Pirates. Besides the damage dealers, Brook is the MVP. Dude,
he's done so much. He does so... He's so useful.
He's so useful. He's so nice. He always shows up. He's always more than willing to help. He's the oldest character on the crew. He's like 90 plus years old. It's sick. Like, how can you not like Brook? Something that does frustrate me about Brook, though, is that as an old character, I would like for him to have a little bit more commentary about what life was like when he was a pirate. Maybe there's not much to tell, but originally back when we first met Brook, he claimed that he either met or like came in contact with Gold Roger. I'm pretty sure he said he just heard a whole bunch of rumors.
I think he just said he heard stuff about him.
He heard about him becoming an up-and-coming pirate because Gold Roger was not even famous at this time. Brook is so old. Brook is so
that old.
Well, it makes no difference to us. Just let the pirates take each other out. So why did you call? We have orders from above. In the unlikely case that Kaido is defeated, it's been decided that the world government will annex the independent land of Wano. The ships are already on their way, but how likely is it that they'll be needed? That's basically stooping to the pirates' level. Pre-battle, 30,000 versus 5,400. Now, present, it's 12,000 versus 8,000. So their numbers have only grown.
They've grown, and they've halved the Beast Pirates numbers.
Like more than halved. Honestly,
more than half. Yeah.
Has been gripping. But the odds of them actually beating Kaido, I can't even picture it happening.
Now let's stop. Let's stop for a second.
Yeah, for sure. What's up?
Two things that need to be talked about real quick. Thing number one is the craziness of the fact that the Marines are now coming to Wano.
Yes.
Now, I've always known this was a possibility. I've always known it was, but I never actually thought it was going to happen. But it is. So that's when I first saw this, like my jaw literally dropped. I was like, "What? No way!" Because I then at that instant, like anything I thought of like how Wano is going to end, just gone. Like it gone. Like I don't know how. Like it's all got messed up again. I have Dylan, no clue what's gonna happen now.
Something you do need to remember though is, by the way, hello, Win Grawl. How you doing, dude? Says in the chat, we need more Brook backstory. He might have something we don't know about the One Piece world. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you be a character as old as Brook and not have something to add? Like, tell us what the One Piece world was like when you were, how old you were. Like, what were the archipelagos like? Was the Grand Line literally like it is now, but just a little bit less developed? Like, the One Piece world building is something that's just something that I always need to know more about. By the way, King Killer was in here for a second. Hello, King. It's good to see you, even though your message is retracted. No party for the Straw Hats at the end of Wano. That's actually what I'm getting to right now. So, Cipher Pole Zero is not the Navy. They are not affiliated with the Navy. They're like the underlings directly to the Celestial Dragons, right, Dylan?
Yeah, they are.
They seem to be the only person who's even, like, close to the world government. I mean, the only, like, org that's close to the world government or close to the Navy that is even fully aware of the situation. Like, it really only seems like these redundant Cipher Pole members are updating the rest of CP0, and then maybe CP0 is telling some Celestials or whatever the fuck. I do not think that Rob Lucci is sharing all this information with the Navy. Like, I do not think that they're fully aware. And they said that
so, do you think these are
by the way,
ships?
It says it's been decided that the world government will annex the independent land of Wano. We don't know for sure if those are Navy ships with like Marines on them.
That is true. I was going to say that. Dylan,
and even if they are, right? We don't know because the Navy is so big, bro. Like it literally stretches beyond the Grand Line into each of the 4 blue seas, and they have, like, stations everywhere. So, like, you would think that CP0 could probably get a handful of either Cipher Pole agents or just a handful of Marines to go and do this job to the point where they don't need to really get Navy HQ involved. I do not think Cipher Pole wants to get Navy HQ involved for multiple reasons, but at the same time, we need to remind ourselves that Drake is here, and Drake is definitely updating them on what's happening. I was going to mention that.
I was going to mention another thing that needs to be said is...
But Drake is fighting. He's busy fighting. He can't really... He hasn't given any updates prior to the battle actually happening.
The Marines know things are happening, though. They're very well aware of things happening in Wano. But the thing that I would, like, think about with this is that, like, that's very true. They're not saying explicitly the Marines, but, like, besides the fact... Okay, here it is. Obviously, all the Straw Hats are probably going to be down and out and tired and can't fight another big battle right after this, right? Yeah. Obviously.
Well,
so...
I think maybe only the big 3 are going to be truly tired. But this is what I'm going to make a slight comment before you finish this up, because I'm going to let you finish.
Okay.
But, I do truly believe that these, like, handful of ships that are being sent to annex Wano, they're being sent here because they're under the impression that if Kaido loses, there will be no actual leader to take control of Wano, and they're going to take that opportunity to annex the independent land. Wano has always been independent. Like, the world government can never truly dispense enough resources to take it over because it's filled with badasses at any one point.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was leaning to.
If Kaido gets defeated, they're like, give us Wano. But no, dude, not only are most of the powerful samurai just going to be back and just ready to fight, Momonosuke is going to be the Shogun, Yamato's still here, and even if Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro are in a Water 7, like Annie's Lobby moment where they're almost dead and cannot move a muscle, and like the rest of the Straw Hats will be there to carry them off, and the rest of the Straw Hats can easily deal with these dumbass ships, bro.
Okay, listen. This is what I was also leading to, okay? There's a lot I need to say here because I also see people in your chat talking about something I want to touch on. So, basically, you think that the Marines or the world government are under the impression that there's going to be no resistance? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude.
And that they're just... Okay.
Just the way they're kind of, like, making
to make this be, in my mind, the way to make this interesting, it's not like... Okay, there's already the Big Mom Pirates right outside of Wano. I think if these are just, like, no-name pirates, I think the Big Mom Pirates will easily dispatch with them before even the Straw Hats could have a chance to. I think the Big Mom Pirates would wipe the floor with these things.
Dude, that's actually a good idea because...
So, here is what I'm thinking. Listen.
Okay, yeah,
listen,
go ahead. Sorry.
Let me finish. Here's what I'm thinking. Is that there has to be, I'm thinking of this from, like, both a story perspective and, like, a kind of a meta-contextual perspective. If to make this be interesting of, like, forces from, like, the world government coming to Wano as if there would actually be a challenge, right? Or a threat. So... Who was at Mary Joie during the reverie?
It was Fujitora and Green Bull. So you think, are you going to get to Green Bull?
Yes.
Because that's what people in the chat are talking about.
This is what I was going to say. Do you think it's possible that Rob Lucci kind of said to Green Bull, like, hey, go to Wano, just kind of sneak off or something, you know? Because the admirals are direct, like, they answer to the Celestial Dragons as well, right? What if Rob Lucci just kind of sent Green Bull away or, like, asked him to or something, and Green Bull came with these ships to be that threat? And we actually get the reveal of him in Wano. So,
here's the thing, like, a Green Bull reveal in Wano would be absolutely insane, but at this point, like, a Admiral showing up would just be problematic in the fact that there's probably a handful of characters at this point who can compete with Admirals that are on the island, but everybody's just going to be so tired, so it's... I just think it's way too problematic for an actual Admiral to show up at this point. Like, that's like, literally of the tier of, like, if, like, one of the other Yonko, like, showed up and decided to start beefing.
I agree,
Or if the Straw Hat Fleet, for some reason, just decided to show up after all this time, which is clearly not going to happen. They were definitely saving the Grand Fleet for the final war. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Like, at this point...
I would like to think that.
At this point in the arc, the Grand Fleet is redundant. Also, all of the characters have been illustrated and shown recently to be either busy or just doing stuff on cover stories miles away. Like, Bartolomeo is definitely in, like, Shanks' territory right now, like, gooning. And, like, that's... Barto, by the way, is the best...
I love Barto.
Barto is clearly the best member of the Grand Fleet. Like, it was so gratifying for me to see that, like, after Dressrosa, there was a cover story where Bartolomeo actually went to Shanks' territory, fucked it up, and took it for Luffy and put the Straw Hat flag up. Did you know that?
No, I know about that.
It's beautiful.
It's sick.
It's a shame the Grand Fleet won't be used earlier by Oda. I don't think it's too much of a shame, because at the same time you have to realize, like, we just got the Grand Fleet. Like, okay, Zoe is not a real arc. It's a mini arc.
Mini arc.
Similar to, like, Reverie. So we just got them at the end of the Dressrosa. So the only real arc that we've had between Dressrosa and now is Whole Cake. That's one arc. I don't think it is appropriate for them to use this Grand Fleet right now. And if they did bring the Grand Fleet into Wano, Oda would not be willing to illustrate that. Just plain and simple. That would mean that all of Luffy's commanders in the Grand Fleet would have to have their own panels, or they're at least beating somebody's ass. Like, they don't need their individual fight, but they all need their own panels, and there's already way too many characters that Oda is juggling with already, so I just don't think definitely would not happen in Wano.
Yeah, and with you saying that you think it'd be very problematic for, like, someone like an Admiral to come, I also agree. I think that would be, like, too problematic, on the other side of the coin, I don't think it's problematic enough if there's just, like, I think there has to be some force, some threatening force that has to be coming with these ships in some way, shape, or form. That's all I'm saying.
So here's the interesting power dynamic we were talking about earlier is that, like, who can be on the ship, right? Because you said that the admirals answer directly to the Celestial Dragons, and they don't really do it in the same way Cipher Pull does.
No, obviously not.
Cipher Pull is their, like, personal dogs, but one of the main responsibilities of an admiral is if any of the Celestial Dragons are in trouble, they have to go. They have to, like, be there to, like, vaporize whatever is giving them trouble. So, yeah, it's just an interesting power dynamic. I don't know who... Like, if Rob Lucci is not coming there himself, then who the hell are they sending? Like, who's the world government sending? Those just look like regular Navy standard grade ships or regular Cipher Pull ships. We don't know if it's Navy. There's really not that many characters that could actually show up. It's confusing. I agree with you, Dylan.
We'll just have to... This is my point also, is saying, like, I feel like my, like, how I, like, originally, like, expected Wano to play out by the end, like, it's gone. Like, this just involves so many more factors now. Like, there's so much more to think about with just this one revelation that the world government is coming.
But there's one more order, okay, from... And he says there's an order. He doesn't even really necessarily imply that it's from him, but he says there's one more order, and it concerns the Straw Hat crew. Capture Nico Robin. Capture her. No matter how this ends, the significance of that woman's presence among pirates cannot be understated. It's Nico Robin! Seize her! Understood. You're so dependable, Brook! I was telling Dylan at work today, like, I wish I could be Brook in this scene so that Robin could call me dependable. Could be the Warlord replacement showing up. Could be a nice way to demonstrate...
Could be.
Yeah, no, actually, facts.
That is big facts, actually.
But another thing we need to remind ourselves about the Warlord's replacements is that they are clearly Navy world government assets. Like, the Navy's using them.
Are they?
Because Vegapunk is more so an ally of the Navy than the world government, if we're going to be honest.
Hold on, give me a second.
Also, your screen is reflecting on your face. You look like extra white today.
It's probably... Hold on. There we go. It's probably just the whiteness from the panels shining on my face.
The secret weapons are? I think they're literally just going to be, like...
I have no clue. I don't have any guesses.
You know how there's PX0, PX1? There's just going to be the PX squared. Like, they're just going to be pacifistas that are insane. That are almost, like, slightly sentient to a degree. Like, will actually... Just, like, pacifistas aren't scary anymore. A lot of characters can no-diff them. And they just need better pacifistas, maybe. You're so dependable, Brook! We'll see to it. Yo ho ho ho!
Huh?
Praise like that will go straight to my head! So yeah, basically, what this is doing right here is basically, to me, it's implying that Brook is going to have to defend Nico Robin for the most part against Cipher Pole, because Nico Robin is tired. She's tired. It's up to Brook to kind of like protect her right now.
And Brook still hasn't gotten a true fight yet.
Hasn't gotten a fight, and we really were convinced that Brook was going to sauce on Apu. But dude,
yeah.
I honestly think I prefer this fight. I think I prefer this matchup. Like Brook,
I would still love to see an Apu versus Brook fight.
I would
but
too.
This is cool.
I would too. But at the same time, like in an arc where there's samurai, ninjas, dragons, it's just so cool to me that the skeleton man on the crew is going to be the one fighting secret agents from the world government. King Killer says it's anyone's guess at this point. Yeah, honestly, it really could be anything. For all we know, those ships are just filled with lemmings that won't even matter later.
Yeah, that's true.
Win Grawl says, I'm still hoping for the Brook versus Apu. Literally, yes. Like, if Brook doesn't end up fighting Cipher Pole, which it's kind of like the implication is happening.
No, I think that's who he's going to end up fighting.
I really think that's... I would not mind an Apu fight. You think Apu has to get, like, defeated here? Because he's really a tchotchke. Like, nobody likes him. He is arguably just as big of a bitch as Hawkins, but, like, actually has the dukes to, like, back it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apu is talented. He's not, like, crazy strong, and his fruit is, on a surface level, really counterable. But Apu is talented. Dude, like, was fending off Zoro and Drake, which is actually, like, a god-tier feat in its own. So, yeah, either of these two matchups would be brilliant for Brook, but if Brook doesn't get either of those two matchups, then I want whatever Oda and his editors are smoking. Onigashima, the skies above Wano. Yamato! The clouds won't come out! Dude, it pisses me off that we see so many panels of Momonosuke in his adult dragon form, but we still haven't got to see him as an adult. Like, it's gonna be such a great moment.
Where it's probably not gonna be for a while, too.
It's not gonna be for a while, dude,
because he has to hold up Onigashima, and unless he's able to do that out of his dragon form as well.
I deadass feel like it's gonna be right at the very end when, like, we're at the... What is the exposition, like, the ending? The exposition is, like, the rising stuff. The conclusion. The conclusion point. I just want to see Apu show up later, joining with Blackbeard. And he's a warm-up fight for Brook. Oh, okay. No, okay. Okay, so you think Apu might just
that's interesting.
Dude, that is... No, like, that... I
because
really like that.
they're... Okay. There's, like, apparently, like, there's, like, supposed to be an additional captain to Blackbeard's crew or something, I think. And that's yet to be revealed.
Dude, hold up.
It could be Moria, though, but it could.
No,
that would be cool if it could be a Apu.
People in the chat watching this right now, because I might make a video on this later, just quickly in the chat, just tell me your opinions on what is going to happen to Moria. Do you think Moria will, like, actually be like, no, fuck you, Blackbeard, or do you think he's going to be forced or coerced into helping them? Or do you think he's going to be murdered for his fruit? Like, what is going to happen to Moria? Moria is actually... Like, I feel like he's slept on. Like, I feel like he's actually an important key to the story.
He is slept on.
Like,
I agree.
Like, the fact that he's
shown up so much.
He's shown up so much. He's, like, kind of like the second Crocodile. But I feel like
that's what I was going to say.
I feel like he's almost got a role that is more significant than Crocodile's future role. Like, Crocodile's just going to show up and be a badass, and everybody's
He's just going to be cool, yeah.
Like, we're just all going to be happy to see him. Wu-Tang Blackness says that he is going to die, which, like, totally is absolutely realistically possible. If the Blackbeard Pirates don't have any use for him alive, they're probably just gonna skin him and take his fruit. Like, the Shadow fruit is an excellent fruit, especially to be in the arsenal of, like, Devil Fruit Hunters. But yeah, dude, I cannot wait to see what Gecko Moria, like, his role is going to be, because, like, I cannot stress this enough. Crocodile's just gonna show up with his hook and be like, arg, I'm here. I'm Crocodile. Everybody loves me. I'm from Alabasta. But Moria he's got some role. His fruit it's just got so much utilities. Like, he's gonna do something with it. I think Dylan is talking to his grandparents right now. He's got to drive them to the airport in the morning.
Yeah.
Which is going to be fun for him. It's going to be
it's gonna be great.
So here we are. How could you be so cold-hearted? Abandoning me? No, I can't lose myself. I have to stay strong. I can do this. Or can I? No, I have to do this. Come forth, flame clouds. Come forth. If I cannot do this, countless people will die. Dropping it is unthinkable. This oversized bomb has not gone off. By the way, you and me have, like, been talking and seeing each other the whole day, and me and you made no comments up until this point about the fact that Yamato went full dog mode. Did we, like, forget about that? Because I forgot about that when I was talking to you.
No, I think we were talking about Carrot not joining.
Oh yeah,
and you mentioned something about furries, and I said, like, well, I mean, Yamato kind of fits the Builders chapter.
I want to make a video just explicitly stating all the reasons I can muster up why Carrot won't be joining, and it scares me because I actually had some dude comment a couple times today on my YouTube comments, like, standing Carrot, and I'm just thinking, like, this motherfucker is not about to like the video this week. Mm-hmm. Dude, he literally is like, oh yeah, Carrot's infallible. Carrot's the best. Of course Carrot is joining. I'm like, huh? No, Carrot does not, like, bro, like, if Yamato is really a character that exists, and you have a good chunk of the fan base really truly debating whether she's gonna be a Straw Hat, you think Carrot is joining? Like, dead ass? Carrot, who's not even, like, interacting with the Straw Hats, literally been mink heavy this entire arc, just getting dicked on by Sparrow. Like, they got their ass beat, bro, and all they could just sit there was watch while Neko and Ino did their thing. Carrot's embarrassing. I feel like the only reason why somebody could really want Carrot to be on the crew is if you find her sexually attractive or something. Like, really, like, what else is redeemable about her other than you're into bunny girls? Like, she's boring, she's a mink. There's at least 100 other minks probably with her skill set and ability. It's just because she's a female with, like, bunny tits. Like, I don't get it. Wingrawl says, we might see adult Momo when he's passed out / exhausted. Dude, we're gonna see the adult Momo, and it's gonna be so poetic. The reveal is going to be one of the best things in this chapter. In this arc, for sure. Like, Momonosuke is going to be probably one of the greatest child characters that, like, redeems themselves and becomes, like, a great character.
I agree.
Because really, the things that make Momonosuke good and cool are very subtle, pre-Dressrosa. Like, when we met him on Punk Hazard, like, he was kind of bitchy most of the time, but there was a couple subtle parts where you realize, yo, he's kind of got samurai code. He's kind of got samurai honor.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping it is unthinkable. This oversized bomb must not go off. And then, right here, huff, huff, we have Yamato vertically scaling a wall. Like, this is even a bigger feat than Luffy, like, climbing up the vertical wall on Drum Island.
I was gonna say, that's what this gave me heavy vibes. Mm-hmm. Like, too. Like, when I saw this, that's what I thought of, as Luffy scaling the, like, mountains in Drum Island.
Facts. But for a character like Yamato, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Momonosuke-kun, huff, huff. I'm heading back to the Skull Dome. I may be able to minimize the potential destruction. I don't know, like, what's a good voice to do for Yamato, because really, in the anime, she has more of, like, a deeper, like, more mature woman voice, similar to Robin. So it's incredibly hot. I cannot even hope to get close to it. Robin's voice actor and Yamato's voice actor are both hot as hell. Like, what a nice voice, dude. I love it. Huh? All those countless explosives are kept in the basement's giant armory. If I don't do something about them now, then the number of casualties will be exponentially higher should the worst happen. Huh? Wait, Yamato! You intend to leave me here? Huff, huff. I'm counting on you, Momonosuke-kun. Look, she's, like, running towards, Law's crew members.
Yeah.
Right there. I know! You can do it! Whoa! A huge wolf! And she looks exactly like that Firefox thing from that video game. You ever seen that Japanese video game where you literally play as this thing, but it's like a red fox?
Yeah.
Like, you've seen that, right?
Yeah,
What's
I
your
have.
fruit called again?
Hold on.
We gotta search this, because it's not like...
This is bad, I'm drawing a blank on this.
It is the Okuchi no Makami. It's the Makami. Akuchi no Makami.
Yeah.
And Akuchi... So it's really the Makami fruit. And I feel like Akuchi no Makami probably translates to, like... Akuchi no Magami... it literally translates to large mouth true god, is the deification of the extinct Japanese gray wolf, once worshipped in Japan as the guardian of humans. In the Viz manga, it is called the dog fruit mythical type model Akuchi no Makami. So Akuchi no Makami, I don't know. Maybe it's similar to the Orochi's fruit, where it's just the name of the myth or the legend that the thing is derived from. But yeah, basically, guys, I'm not even gonna front. I basically got Yamato's fruit, like, almost right. Like, I got it right.
You did. You got it. You were very good.
Except for, like, the name.
Yeah. You thought it was gonna be, like, a dog.
Inugami, which is a dog spirit, which is, it's basically, like, the dog parent, thing to the Kitsune. So, like, there's the fox spirit, and the Inugami is the dog spirit. But Yamato is something way more specific. She's like this dog spirit that is Grey Wolf spirit that is from the story. So yeah, we get to fully see her like in her form, you know, like in her dog form. Yeah. And if we're gonna be honest, why would this be good at all? Like, honestly, like, her hybrid, I know, like, just from definition standpoint, the hybrid form is always going to be the best form. But this is just... Unless she's
I think
huge,
this is very similar to, like, Chopper's one form that's, like, mainly used for, like, yeah, except she probably is able to, like, do things like a wolf would do. But, like, it's probably not gonna be... It's definitely 100% not as useful as, like, her hybrid form.
Like, she's not really, like, fucking, like, ripping somebody's neck off with that thing. She's very beautiful and graceful. It's amazing, bro. Like, people really look at this and think that Oda designed this character for her not to join the crew. You're crazy. Live floor dome interior. Yes, here we go, guys. Here we go. So, I did get this right as well. I said there was 2 possibilities for Sanji. I still think Sanji is going to unlock Conqueror's Haki before the end of story. I'm just going to be honest. I think he will. Conqueror's Haki is common. It's literally, from the context clues in the story, it's made it out to seem like if you're a beast in the One Piece world and you just are strong enough to dick on large portions of other people, you're a conqueror. And Sanji is gonna get that shit before the end of the series. But appropriately, he did not get it now. It would almost be a little bit... No,
I don't think he would get it now.
It would almost be a little bit corny if he got it now after Yamato and Zoro both unlocked it to a degree. Sanji fans eating good. No, facts. Sanji went Super Saiyan. Because I even said this in, like, multiple podcasts. I did it in my Sanji Conquerors Haki video. But I did theorize that Sanji would basically have his genetic enhancements awakened. And I gotta tell you, dude, the way that they did it... bro, this is... I wanted to give this chapter, like, a 10 out of 10. It was so fun just seeing Sanji pop off like this. Like, Sanji... really has not gotten that much love post-time skip.
No, he hasn't. Guys, he hasn't.
The most love Sanji has gotten is really just the deep dive into him as a character through Whole Cake, and then also the raid suit, which is something that was given to him. But obviously, bro, like, I swear to God, we're going to get some panel where Judge, like, slightly redeems himself. Judge is a Nazi. He's horrible, but he will redeem himself. Go ahead, Dylan.
I feel like, listen, I'm gonna save this till the end of the chapter, but, like, I think there's a funny theme to Sanji and the power-ups he's gotten so far, and I'm just gonna say it now, it's the fact that he, like, doesn't like any of them. He hates them. He hates where they come from. He hates everything about himself getting stronger, and that's what's so funny, right? And so I feel like this is going to go 2 ways. Either A, it's gonna be a gag for Sanji, that he just hates where he gets his power from, or B, the more likely one, I think, which I already talked to you about this, is I think that in some way, like you were just saying, Judge will redeem himself towards Sanji.
Do we have 10 concurrent viewers? We have 10 concurrent viewers! Yeah! This is the first time we have 10 concurrent viewers. If you're the 10 concurrent viewer right now, I love you. I've never had 10 concurrent viewers like on a stream like in a while.
Back
dude.
down to 9.
Oh, I don't care. It was gonna happen.
Back up to 10.
Dude, I'm just happy that it went to 10. Like,
yeah,
that's fucking stoked. Like one day, dude, one day, Dylan, it's gonna be at least like 100. But like,
I hope
now
so.
I can
no,
relish.
I know so.
Dude, right now I can relish my 10. My 10 people watching me talk about One Piece live. I love you all. I love you all.
But
okay, let's go.
I feel like I talked to you about it. I touched with you on this a bit, and I think the way that it's more likely going to go is that Sanji's going to like kind of, in a way, accept his family, right? And not like
with his siblings. He's already almost done that.
Yeah.
Like Rage, his relationship with Rage kind of reminds me of a relationship with me and my sister. Like for the longest time, I remember my sister was almost like the only one in my family who I like had a real honest connection with. Like, she's a person I could come to and talk to about shit. And that's, like, the same way with Sanji and Reiju. Like, for the most part, all the remaining members of Sanji's family suck. They're horrible.
They're horrible
they're
people.
Power-hungry dudes who beat women. Like, they're horrible. Like, they
in a way, was if Sanji were to, like, kind of accept his family name, he could, in a way, improve it, right? And make it what he wants it to be.
Wingral says, Sanji's the ultimate cyborg. Lieutenant Rhombus says, Sanji just got a massive boost this arc. He was already on par with his brothers as a normal person. Imagine him now.
That's true.
Honestly,
that's true.
Before this power-up, I think that in a 1v1, Sanji is actually easily beating any of his brothers. His brothers have two attributes which make them good, like, perfect for the scene that they were in, right? They showed up to Whole Cake and they did damage. Like, they are good enough to use highly destructive attacks that could hurt people like the siblings, like Daifuku or Oven. Because Oven was, like, vaporized, like, by, it was like striking red. It was the red brother. Ichiji, Niji, I don't remember.
Yonji?
Yonji's the green one, Ichiji's the red one, and Niji is the blue one. The blue one is the biggest asshole one, but at the same time...
Dude, Niji's my favorite. Niji's my favorite.
Lightning
it's
attacks
because
in
he's
anime.
the biggest asshole.
Dude, like, lightning attacks in anime will always just steal the show for me. Like, Killua, Kakashi, always lightning attacks are my favorite. Live floor dome interior. Mwahahaha! It's unstoppable, isn't it? My flying pan! Fuguragana is Braipan, while the kanji is Flying Wind Fist. Okay. So strong! Oof. Get serious and use it alright. Bro, I cannot also exaggerate enough how good Oda is at illustrating, like, characters and power scaling how they should feel. Like, I honestly feel like Queen is, like, in the biggest sense, a second commander right now. Like, this is, like, the vibe I got from Queen is, like, actually the fight he's putting out. Like, he goes and he does the attack, and Sanji goes to block it, and Sanji's impressed. He's like, so strong! This is easily the strongest opponent Sanji's ever faced.
Easily.
I am convinced Queen, after this chapter, would destroy Smoothie! Destroy Smoothie! I was trying to give Smoothie the benefit of the doubt for the longest
dude, I've always thought that... And it's also, you need to take into account the representation they both got. Like, Smoothie didn't get the best of representation.
She's literally a side character, bro. Like,
but, like, Queen has gotten Queen is what a second commander should be.
Oda actually made a comment, I'm pretty sure, like, a written comment from Oda, talking about how he almost regrets that Smoothie did not get enough screen time as she should have. Which is okay. Like, come on. If you're a Smoothie fan at this point, I just feel bad for you. I'm gonna pray for you, because she's not doing anything. Besides, Dylan mentioned earlier, one of the theories that I now stand is literally that Cipher Pole is gonna be like, what happened to all those ships that came to annex the island? And then, like, the rest of the Big Mom pirates are just gonna be down there chilling, and a bunch of, like, sunk ships around them.
That'd be so sick.
That would be so hard.
That'd be sick.
For one thing, I like the Big Mom pirates. I'm just gonna say it right now.
I like them more than the Beast Pirates.
Oh, easily. Like, they were meant to be that way. Kaido was meant to have the better and stronger crew overall. Well, not really overall, because Big Mom's crew is the strongest, like, with their numbers, their talents, and everything. Kaido just has clearly the best higher-ups. Like, if you took the top 4 strongest of Big Mom's crew versus Kaido, like, Katakuri is their ace in the hole. Big Mom is admittedly inferior to Kaido. It's just how this goes. My smoothie simp, but still wants her to get a big fight with Jinbei or the Marines. Rhombus, if you think she's getting a fight with Jinbei, that's jokes. But yeah, no, she'll definitely probably fight somebody. I mean, Oda's got to do something for her. The only thing we've ever seen her do is do that one big, thick sword attack and miss. So, excellent panel right here. Yeah, no, Sanji is, like, actually impressed. Then, whoo! Dude, Mans is like Doc Ock. Like, he's, like, fucking Sanji up with these cyborg arms, and then he's also got a knife that he's swinging. Get serious and use it already! Dude, this is like Dragon Ball now, when they're, like, egging on the person to use their final form. Like, there's multiple times in Dragon Ball where Goku's like, yo, I know that's not your final form. Get into it right now and stop wasting time. Like, that's literally what he's doing right now. Your Germa 6-6 raid suit. Pow. Dude, he actually does get a punch in on Sanji and knocks him back. Sanji! Didn't you use it against King earlier? You vanished into thin air. That must be thanks to Judge's tech, right? Queen's saying it's Van Smoke here. It's either a play on vanish or typo. I would like it to be Van Smoke. He's like vanishing Sanji. Huh? Something's definitely up with my body.
Oh boy.
Here we go, guys.
Hurry
up! Put it on, Van Smoke! Don't call me that! You don't understand what happened between me and my No, they aren't even my family. I'm not wearing that crappy suit. Black Coffee! It's a really cool name. That's a really cool name for a movie. Basically just does a Frankie level beam out of the thing. Yeah. Do you think that, like, cyborg-wise, like, you think, like, Queen probably has, like, more shit?
Listen, I love Frankie so much. I like Frankie more than most people, but yes, most definitely.
That's what I'm thinking, because it seems like Queen is just, like, as we see in this chapter, he is weirdly so okay with augmenting his body, and also the thing that he does with his fruit in this chapter is beyond silly and stupid. Like, it
dude, it's so funny. It's
makes
so funny.
The Triceratops copter look like normal, like a walk in the park, bro. Queen is weird, bro.
And it's very obvious that just ancient zones just have, like, they can do whatever. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, like, reasonable or makes sense. Like, it's just, they can do.
The only
Dinosaurs in One Piece can do anything they want, apparently.
2 things I will say about Frankie. His Frankie double combustion beam is probably better than any beam that Queen has. That's what I will give Frankie, like, better for. In this is like that one episode of Teen Titans where, like, Cyborg is beefing with this other dude who just shows up and he's a cyborg, and they're, like, fighting the whole episode about who's the better cyborg, and it's not like a friendly fight. Like, they're maliciously beating the shit out of each other, and, like, this dude is coming for Cyborg's neck, and at the end of it, Cyborg finally beats his ass, and this dude's on the ground. He's like, okay, I admit it, bro, you're the better Cyborg. And he's like, no, I'm not the better Cyborg, I'm the better man. And then he walks away. Pop, pop, pop. That'd be hard. That was hard. Dylan just walked up and left. I don't know where he went, but what I will say is that Queen uses this move called Black Coffee. Sanji seems to just barely jump out of the way, like he's very much zoom anime lines in on his face. By the way, guys, look at Dylan's crusty-ass gaming chair. Has, like, 2 Jason level, like,
listen. You're not allowed to look at that. Dude, this thing's, like, 5 years old, bro.
Bro, my chair is so old, too. Does yours, like, even name brand? I think mine's, like, the
No,
Amazon...
it's not. It's super off-brand.
Mine's, like, the Amazon off-brand one. I think... Dude, get up. Do you and me have the same chair?
No, I think it's similar.
We don't. It's similar. Yeah, here we go. Diablo Jambe. Beyond Quit. Guriro Shoto. So, Sanji finally gets in not just a regular, Diablo Jambe attack. He gets in, like, enough kicks to do the grill shot. Like, there are... he gets like a really high power kick in, and then it has enough force and power to push Queen away, and it knocks out some lemmings.
Mm-hmm.
And then Queen then reverts back into his Brachiosaur form. Sanji's going, pant, pant. So, kind of going how you'd expect the fight to go so far, especially with what happens here. Mwahaha! There has to be something I can do. His dinosaur hide is insanely tough. It's got to be the most durable one. The Brachio fruit has got to be the most durable one.
Easily.
While Queen is slow and is probably not the most threatening, because I feel like if Sanji would have went up against King right now, it would have been a done deal. Like, Sanji would have got his ass kicked. Like, King like goes the speed of light. Like, he's a jet. Like, actually fucking stuff up. For a regular kick, that was impressive. Fine. If that's impressive. How you want it, I'll stick to showing you the unaltered, raw power of a dinosaur. He's like, the sovereign beasts that ruled the world for over 100 million years. It's coming! The true power of an ancient beast! And then he just kicks the thing behind him, and then he, like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. Pew! Brachiosaur-Hiss! And everybody...
Dude, I never even noticed this the first time reading through this at all. This is so funny.
Is that Marco?
Yes, it's Marco.
Everybody is looking at this goofy-ass second commander dude like, what? How the hell?
Mm-hmm.
What? Even Sanji, that is the most hilarious panel ever. And he can't avoid it. Ugh. Damn it. Wingrawl saying, Queen is top-notch. Queen is top-notch, dude. Like, in terms of second commander, he might end up being a more entertaining and funny character than even Lucky Roo might turn out to be, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is just so great.
He's great. He's been such a treat.
He really is a great character. The strong suit and the highlight of the Beast Pirates for sure. Also, this is just crazy flex that we're about to see here. Rah! Mwahaha! You were careless. This serpentine form is the true nature of the Brachiosaurus. Why? Why?
Because, that's why.
Is that like a scientific thing? Like Brachiosaurus and them like evolved from snakes or something? I don't get this. How's that supposed to work, damn it? No one has ever escaped my Brock coil hold. Ah! Songoro-san! Dude, this is one of the coolest panels in the series. Like, it just makes him look like an evil snake, and he's like, tons of armament hockey masters.
Oof.
Masters have had their bones crushed under this pressure. Their innards damaged beyond repair. Which just goes to tell you, dude, Queen just doesn't sit up, like, in his fucking, like, thing all day. Like, this dude has a history of defeating other high-level opponents.
Yes, he does.
Like, you can maybe argue that Katakuri maybe has not really left the island much at all, and hasn't really had that many opportunities to fight somebody upon, like, other commander caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Queen is over here saying, like, bro,
I've taken out tons of people with this.
Not just armament hockey users, armament hockey masters. He is crushed with the force of this Brock coil hold. This is a disappointing performance for Judge's brat. If you show me the capabilities of Germa, I might let you go. So this is definitely a vendetta between Queen and Judge. Like, Queen, like, it's so obvious, but Queen is just he's very much so, just taking his grudge out on Judge onto Sanji. Mm-hmm. I refuse! Ah! Look over there! If I were a normal Brachiosaurus, those legs would just be a little more than shedded skin. But I'm a scientist! I've equipped Brachio launchers to my torso. As soon as I mention them, they'll take aim and blow you to... Ah! Queen-sama! Not yet, damn it! I was only explaining! How stupid! I was just referencing it! I didn't tell you to use the Brachio launcher! The Brachio launcher shoots Queen in the back again. This is jokes. This is hilarious.
This is hilarious.
Like, Queen, top 5 funniest characters to ever come out the show? Easily. Come on.
I agree.
He's been nothing but jokes. This dude is a stand-up comic at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, his Brachio launchers actually do some damage to him, by the way. He's like,
They do. They mess him up.
Drops Sanji. Forget it. He's already as good as dead. I crushed him with my coiling move. Huh? Sanji? Are you okay? And then Sanji over here, literally, when I first saw this, I thought dude might have accidentally done paper art or something. That's what I saw. When I first saw this panel of him, like, fucked up and still standing, I thought he might have pulled paper art out of his ass. But, obviously, fuck out of here with that.
Obviously not.
Fuck
yeah,
out of
that's
here with
like
that.
way cooler.
Paper art is a parlor trick compared to what Sanji actually did get the Planet Namek Super Saiyan buff. He's like, it stings a bit, but I can still move no problem.
And he's just bent in so many different ways.
That's creepy, Sanji! Are you a Sanji? Fuck.
Are you Sanji?
Are you a zombie? All the bones in Sangoro-san's body are broken. What the hell is with my body? And he starts just like crinkling
Just snapping back into place.
He's like, don't tell me I've awakened the same ability they have, damn it. Damn, brat! I'm back to normal. Sanji, look out! Queen, from the back! Like swinging this giant saber towards Sanji's neck, towards his nape, like he's a Titan from Attack on Titan, goes for the killing bow. Crack! Brah! Breaks. Do you remember? This is something that Oda has forgotten about, but do you remember in early One Piece, Luffy could chew swords in metal? Do you remember this in really early One Piece? There were multiple scenes.
I remember it in the anime. I think
in the anime where like Luffy like bit a sword and like ate it or something.
No, I definitely remember that, but once again, it's in the anime, so
yeah, it's in the anime. But like,
it could be something not in the manga.
Just
I'm not
like
sure
so crazy, dude. Like, it's so crazy. Like, just this giant saber that's being wielded by a second commander, just
by this jock dinosaur,
dude. Like,
being swung full force
in his base form. In his base form.
Not even in his raid suit.
His bare neck, Dylan.
His bare, like he's like literally sitting there.
Sanji just stood there and he didn't move a muscle.
You know what he says?
He's like,
you know what he says? Ouch.
Like, huh? Ouch. He's like, this sucks. I don't want to be a monster too. What the hell? Awakening new sorry.
Oh God.
Awakening new powers? Chapter 1028 end. Of course there's gotta be... Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Of course, after this greatness.
Of course there's gotta be a break next week. Next week, we're gonna see Sanji or Zoro kick King or Queen's ass. Come on. We are going... Within the next two chapters, we're gonna see either the king or the queen fight wrapped up, in my opinion. Within the next 2 or 3. I would say 2.
I think we'll if the Raizo fight will finish before any of those finish.
By the way,
and I think that the Killer Hawkins fight may finish before one of those finishes. That's my opinion on it.
If Hawkins better get off-screened. If Neko in Paros was off-screened and they put Killer and they give him an actual fight, I might riot. I might actually riot. Like that'd be a sin.
You'll have to riot purely for the fact of how the Killer Hawkins fight is directly tied to the Big Mom fight.
All I'm saying is the Killer's fight better be off-screen. That's sin number 2 for Oda. Killer, at this rate, dude, fuck that guy. A useless character. Who gives a shit? Like, what, like, honestly, like, respectfully, like, how much can you actually expect to come from this dude? The fact that he went to the roof and was able to do, like, 2 things that barely mattered is a miracle to begin with. Dude is clearly just getting one shot by Zoro in every scenario. It's a low diff fight. He's not even a main captain. In a story where, like, we relish just getting to see the supernovas at all, Like, why do people think that Killer is going to be like this extravagant character that's going to get a bunch of fights and stuff? Like, okay, give him the Hawkins fight, whatever, throw him a bone. Hawkins is the biggest bitch. Like, he's literally like garbage on the bottom of the barrel that you would give to Killer. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not looking forward to the Killer fight. I don't care about Killer. I'm a Killer hater. But this chapter, I know I'm a bad reviewer, and I know I'm bad at rating things. I always give things like way too nice scores. This chapter's getting a 9 out of 10. It was just too fun.
Oh, I agree.
Like,
I agree. 9 out of 10
I
easy.
enjoyed Sanji's power-up reveal. I think almost more than like any power-up reveal we've seen prior to... the only thing that would top this is Luffy actually just using Conqueror's Haki for the first time. Or, like, advanced...
Yeah, I agree.
No other power-up... Actually, no. Here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. It's going to be Luffy using Conqueror's Haki advanced for the first time, then Demon Nico Robin, and then this.
I would say Demon Nico Robin and this are pretty neck and neck for me. I can't put one over
Demon
the other.
Nico
really.
Robin is a better, cooler, like crazier.
Here's the thing.
None of us were expecting, but this is just going to have a better outcome. This is just going to have a better outcome. Like, what Sanji is going to do with this power is going to be way, way cooler than what Robin did with hers. Admittedly, what Robin did with her power was amazing. She actually took Black Maria and killed her. But yeah, Dylan, do you agree with me? Are you giving it a 9 out of 10?
Oh yeah, 9 out of 10 easy.
9 out of 10 easily. 9 out of 10 easily. But with all that being said, is there anything else you want to mention, Dylan? Because I know you do have to get to bed. So you could drive your grandparents to the airport.
I'm just staying up all the way till I have to take them. There is one thing I wanted to mention earlier, and that's the fact that with CP0 watching this, right, and they're watching the numbers, okay.
They're watching through the Marys.
Yeah, and they're like seeing it all happen, and despite them seeing Kaido's forces get more than halved and the alliance is boosted, they still can't even picture Kaido losing. They still don't even see it as an option.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Kaido's crazy. Kaido's so crazy.
And the thing you have to realize is that this is like the intelligence agency. They know like everything about the world that can be known. Like they have that context, and they're still saying that even though that Kaido's forces are getting absolutely washed, like it's like they're like, nah, he's still gonna win.
Yeah.
Like that's how crazy this dude is.
Like, no facts.
And this just proves to me that there's still more to see from him too.
There's also that it's even crazier than that when you realize that basically you need to realize that Shanks and Mihawk are both stronger than him.
You already know my thoughts on that.
And also, like, remember when the Yonko bounties were revealed and all the other Yonkos, like, everybody in the room was, like, intimidated and scared just by their wanted poster, but for some reason they put Kaido's wanted poster up and everybody in the room, all the Marines, they made a sour face. Like, they weren't scared of him. They were like, ugh. It was, like, weird. Like, you need to go back and check it out, because it's something that it's been animated by now. I think I might need to go watch the anime for more context, but it's one of the most unexplained things in One Piece for me. It's like a slight plot hole. I do not know why Kaido would give the Marines in that room that type of reaction. I don't understand it. Like, I get Kaido's kind of a goofy drunk, but at the same time, he's kind of a god. Like, I don't know why they're not intimidated by him like they are the other Yonko. Maybe they just think he's goofy. Who knows? But, yep, with all that being said, we hit 10 concurrent viewers today in the stream, which just makes me so happy. I do see the people that are showing up for the streams. I notice you guys for sure. Anybody who's messaging, I appreciate you guys so much for showing up. Hopefully, you guys will show up for the streams in the future. They're just going to get better from here on out. I'm going to get Streamlabs OBS. I just have regular OBS right now, which is why it's pretty ghetto. But I'm going to make the stream look really nice. And it's just going to get bigger and better from here, people. And then also, another thing I have to say. I know it's been, like, just slightly over a week since I made an original content video. I'm sorry. I'm addicted to painting Warhammer right now. I have, like, one figure left, and then I think I'm going to take a break. And it's actually the one that I'm working on right now. But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you so much, Dylan, for being here.
Of course.
As per
I love
usual.
being here.
Rhombus, Luca Puka, Wingral, and Ed Hogg, and then also King, Caden, Dane, everybody for showing up. I appreciate you guys. Hella. Thank you so much for tuning in to another chapter review and another episode of the One Pod Podcast. And hopefully within the next 2 days, I will either have a video up about all the reasons Kara is not going to be a Straw Hat, or I'm going to do a video on all the characters in the One Piece verse that can beat Kaido and Big Mom. Those are my 2 video ideas that I have right now. But yeah, if you guys could, I would really appreciate it. If you see this video go up and like be public after the fact, if you guys could go slap a like on it, anything helps. If you are new to the channel and like you're just tuning into the stream for the first time you're watching it, I'd be very flattered if you were to subscribe. If you're digging the stream, if you're digging any content. But with all that being said, Dylan,
Gannon.
say it.
What?
Say, we are going to have to see you.
We're gonna have to see you guys in the next one.
In the next one. Peace. Thank you guys so
Goodbye.
much. Stopping the stream.